Welcome to California in 2025. I'm your host. Today, we read tackling a question on everyone's mind. Will California jumpstart America's green future, or will the national political scene keep the Golden State on hold? To help me think it through, I'm joined by Michael Wera, a professor at Stanford Law School and co-director of the school's Climate Change and Energy Policy Program. Great to have you here, Professor.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
So let's cut to the chase. Does California have what it takes to spearhead America's shift to clean energy?
Well, on one hand, I'd say yes, absolutely. California has everything it needs. The biggest economy in the U.S., a highly educated population, and strong institutions. And let's not forget the sunny weather, which means lots of opportunities for solar power. Then there's the political leadership, both in the government and among voters. And of course, there's the governor. He's got an ambitious agenda. And unlike some of his predecessors, he sticks to it, whether it's electric vehicles, energy efficiency, or cutting pollution. So the ingredients are there.
And yet you'd argue that these ingredients aren't enough. Why is that?
Well, what California really needs is a big catalytic event that shifts people's perceptions. Take climate change. Sure, it's already affecting Californians. But until something truly catastrophic happens, like a mega drought or a massive wildfire, people don't to connect climate change to their everyday lives.
Same thing with pollution?
Exactly. Yes, California has strict air quality rules, but most people don't to notice them unless something goes wrong, like a smoky sky or a child with asthma. Only then do the rules get noticed and praised. This tendency to focus on problems when they become dramatic, rather than addressing them preemptively, is deeply ingrained in our culture. Some people even call it American exceptionalism. It works well when times are good, but it becomes risky when the whole world is facing existential threats.
And it's not just America, right?
Right. This isn't uniquely American. It's global. Until people see the consequences of climate change or pollution, they won't change their behavior. That applies to individuals, companies, and countries.
Another challenge you've written about is cost.
Yes. Even though clean technologies are getting cheaper, switching to them still costs money, especially in the short run. Most Californians aren't willing to pay more for clean energy. They want affordable electricity and transportation. And here's the rub. Politicians love to cut ribbons on new projects, but they get little credit for the investments they make today that only pay off in the long run. That lack of recognition makes them risk-averse. It's hard to support bold climate measures when the public doesn't fully understand them, and leaders fear losing office over unpopular decisions.
But California isn't the only one facing this, right?
Correct. Across the country, state and local leaders want to act on climate change, but they face pushback from voters who see it as an extra burden. To overcome this, we need to highlight the benefits of clean energy, affordable electricity, reliable grids, better health, cleaner air. These aren't abstract, they're part of daily life.
So we're in a chicken and egg situation.
Exactly. People won't fully embrace clean energy until its benefits touch their lives, but leaders won't promote it until people demand it. This dilemma is key, and it's especially acute for California. The state has set ambitious targets, but they won't matter much if other states don't follow. As the saying goes, if I had a rose for every time someone told me California is just one state, I'd have a garden. And that's true. California alone can't solve national or global problems.
For that, we need federal action. As the saying goes, all politics is local. Well, maybe that was 20 years ago. But now voters care about national issues like climate change. So California needs to step up.
But how? Well, for starters, by proving that clean energy economies can thrive. That will attract attention from both voters and policymakers. As they see the benefits, they'll demand more.
And that brings us back to our original question. Can California jumpstart the green transition?
Well, the answer depends on how you frame the question. If it's whether California alone can save the planet, the answer is no. No single state can do that.
But if the question is whether California can chart a path that other states will follow,
Then I think the answer is yes. California has the resources, innovation, and know-how to develop a thriving clean energy economy. It just needs to demonstrate that it can be done.
and once other states see the benefits,
They'll likely follow suit. So it comes down to proving that clean energy isn't just the right thing to do. It's also the smart thing to do.
can California pull it off?
Well, that depends on a number of factors, including the state's ability to invest in new technologies, its capacity to train workers for new jobs, and its success in building partnerships with other states and countries. But if California can rise to the challenge, it can set an example for the rest of the country and the world.
What role does the federal government play in all this?
In my view, it's twofold. First, California should continue to press other states to adopt similar policies. Second, it should elect representatives who will champion California's agenda in Washington.
Now, these are tall orders, but it's not impossible. The real question is whether California has the will to take on these challenges.
The governor has signaled his commitment to the state's goals, but it remains to be seen whether he can mobilize the resources and build the coalitions needed to achieve them.
Ultimately, California's success will depend on whether its leaders and residents are willing to seize this moment in history.
With so much at stake, the stakes couldn't be higher. This is a pivotal moment for the state and for the nation. If California can pull it off, it will set an example for the rest of the country and the world. That's why it's so important.
And that is all we have today from the series California 2025. Where will the nation be in 10 years? I'm the host. Join us next time for more insights on the Golden State and its impact on America's future. Thanks for watching.